Josh, back to you.
All right, thanks very much. All right, next issue is going to be one that's very important to the pocketbooks of a lot of people here in New Hampshire, especially as we head into the winter time, and that is on energy. And that is coming from Dan Toohey of the Union Leader.
Thank you. Senator Brown, natural gas prices are up. There's a supply crisis in New Hampshire. That also means electricity prices are soaring. As we head into winter, what can be done at the federal level right now to bring relief to New Hampshire?
Well, we can have a true all-of-the-above approach: wind, solar, nuclear, hydro, geothermal, siting, permitting, making sure that citizens are at the table in these decisions. I am a pro-supply senator. I want to make sure that we have more supply. Senator Shaheen is an anti-supply senator. She's already voted to pave the way for new national energy tax. Now, she'll tell you, oh, I'm not in favor of that tax, but how do you actually vote to create a fund to spend the money and then you're not actually in favor of it? That's the Washington doublespeak that we see. And she's also voted to tax our energy producers in the middle of a recession, in the middle of a tourist season. She voted to increase taxes on our energy producers. Natural gas, we don't have the delivery or storage capacity. She's against nuclear. She's against gas and oil innovation. She's also against coal. How do you expect our citizens to actually afford to pay the bills? In addition to that, electricity prices are going to go up 50 to 100%. Carrie in Northampton, she already has 4 jobs to help with her and her daughter and help them survive. I visited her. She got her notice. They're going up $100 next month. Does she get a 5th job? It's policies that are being pushed by the President and Senator Shaheen that are making it more and more difficult for our citizens to pay their bills.
Senator Shaheen, I bet you'd like to respond.
I would. The fact is, energy is very important to our businesses. That's why I work so hard as governor to lower energy prices in New Hampshire, and why I'm supporting energy efficiency legislation in Washington that would address the cheapest, fastest way to deal with our energy needs, which is energy efficiency. My opponent is just wrong. I don't support a national energy tax. Independent facts checkers have indicated that that's a false accusation. And I do support nuclear power. I voted for legislation when I was on the Energy Committee in the Senate to support nuclear power, because if you believe in climate change and believe you have to address that, although my opponent doesn't, then you've got to have nuclear power as part of that energy mix. But the fact is, the concern about the young woman that my opponent talks about has to do with the kinds of policies that we are supporting and what my opponent supported when he was in Washington. He supported the corporate special interest. We need to support our middle-class families. We need to raise the minimum wage. Women need to get equal pay for equal work. My opponent opposes both of those.
If I may.
Senator, please.
Excuse me, Josh, thank you. She's actually raised 2 issues I'd like to take a shot at. Senator A, I and many Democrats voted against a bill that would tax our energy producers in the middle of the tourist season, in the middle of a recession. Senator Shaheen voted to increase those taxes. When you're talking about equal pay, I believe it. I live it. In my office, when I was a senator, I paid women $1.21 for every dollar that men made. Senator Shaheen paid 95 cents for every dollar that men made. And let's take it a step further. Right now in our campaigns, in this quarter, Senator Shaheen pays 77 cents for every dollar that a man makes. I pay $1.14. So when you want to talk about fair pay, it's easy to talk rhetoric, but I actually live it. I actually pay women more, Senator, than you do in my office, because I have a house full of women as well. I want them to make more, especially the girls. I want them to help support Gail and me at some point.
Senator, please.
You know, Scott Brown is citing a right-wing study that has already been proven to be wrong. But the fact is, regardless of what he cites, he had 2 opportunities when he was in Washington to vote for equal pay for equal work for women. Both times he voted no. I think women deserve equal pay. It's something I've been working on for decades.
All right, we're going to move forward now.